I'm so happy you're checking out this video. My name is Lori Meyer. I'm the coach for this group. I am so excited for the launch of 80-Day Obsession. It is really going to be one of the most incredible programs that Beachbody has released yet, and that's saying a lot because there are so many really great fitness programs already released that have made huge impacts for individuals, but also the fitness industry in itself. So I'm really excited for that. Now, that being said, I think it's important to take a couple minutes to let you know a little bit about me and how I got involved and who I am, so you can see where I'm coming from with this group. So about 4 years ago, I was a mom. I had 4 young boys. I had been working, gotten pregnant, and then stayed home with my children. And then when my youngest boy was about 9 months old, I decided to go back to work. And a couple things happened. One, I got even more self-conscious about myself because over those several years, I had really poured myself into my family, which is really important, but I stopped taking care of myself. And I didn't realize how horribly my self-confidence had gone downhill until I was ready to re-enter the workforce. And so, yeah, so like I said, a couple things happened. I started taking my children to the gym more. What this meant is I was packing up 4 kids, driving them to the gym, hoping with my fingers crossed there'd be enough space in the childcare area for my kids to go in. Because we would get turned away a lot because they would hit their child max per teacher. Go do my workout in a class because when I would work out on my own, I didn't know what to do. I would go on the treadmill or the bike. I would never push myself. I just really was clueless as far as what I should be doing. So I would go to a class. Most of the time, I would get called out of the class to come change a diaper, come deal with an argument, or something happens with the kids, or someone bites someone, or whatever else. So I would get called out a lot. Then I would pack up my kids, we would drive home, I would take a shower, and that whole process was like 3 hours. Not to mention the fact that the membership for my children to go to the kids club cost more than my membership did for the gym. So that wasn't working for me. I started going back to work and interacting with people, realized that I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know what I enjoyed anymore, but I did know that I was very embarrassed by the way that I looked and the way that I felt. And I needed to do something different. And I just didn't know what that was. Someone had asked me just in passing what my favorite music was, because they were new and we were just chatting, not a weird question. And I couldn't answer them. I had no idea. I was like, what do I like? I don't know. So, I didn't realize how unhealthy I was, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, until these little incidences started happening. And then by chance, I happened to come across one of my friends, saying that she was starting a new fitness program. It was working out at home. She was going to have an online group where people could check in with each other every day and invited people to join her. So I sent her a message and asked her what the heck she was doing, and the rest is downhill from there. Or uphill, I guess, however you want to look at it. So I joined my first challenge group. And it was with T25, so 25-minute workouts. It came with a meal plan, and then there was an accountability group online. And all of that was amazing. So I started doing my workouts. I started looking at the nutrition plan, but it was pretty overwhelming for me at first. And then I felt like I couldn't do it, so I stopped. And you know what happened 3 days later? My coach messages me and says, "Hey, where'd you go? Haven't seen you post in a while. How are you doing?" And at that moment, I realized someone was paying attention to me. Someone cared. Someone who I shared my goals with knew what my goals were and wanted to keep me on track. And so that was where I realized that coaching and challenge groups were the way to change your life. And it sounds cheesy, but it's not. That's what changed everything for me. So from that point on, I've always been in a challenge group. And it got to a point where my coach finally said, hey, what do you think about leading a challenge group? And I thought, no, I'm horrible at this. I don't know how to talk to people. I'm not in perfect shape. I'm not all these things. And she said, you don't have to be. You just have to love others and share your story. And that's when I became a coach. So all of my background has led me to this point where I am totally committed to helping my clients achieve the results that they want. I'm totally committed to my challenge groups. I am committed to doing myself what I'm asking you to do. And I really want you guys to know that you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to know everything, and you don't have to be in perfect shape, and you don't have to be an outgoing person to be in these groups. What you just have to do is be committed to yourself, and I will be there with you as you go. So all of that being said, our group is very, very, very easy to sum down into simple terms. We have a fitness plan, we have a meal plan, and we have our accountability group. And those are the three things that are going to get you to the goals that you want. So nice to meet you guys. Check out my other videos for more information about this group.